Soup's on.
It's a table.
Soup's on.
John, don't die.
What is glass but tortured sand?
Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome. How's it all going? How are you all? I am well. Don't have anything in particular to add. Just doing good. Things seem good. Not as loud as I hoped I would be. I'll just bring the microphone a little closer. Okay. So, let's see. First of all, thank you to Ellie for the raid. If I'd been on time, I would have caught that whilst live, but alas, an offline raid it is. Still very much appreciated. Thank you. And if you're still there, how did your Final Fantasy VII go? I was lurking a bit while I was working. A little of work lurking. Everybody's going for the soup, apparently. No, it's good. If I hated it, I would have removed it, and I don't hate it, evidently.
It's a table.
So, hello and thank you, Ellie. Hello, Didi. Hello, Summer. Hello, Neek. Sorry, hello, Neek. That's the correct way of saying it. Hiya, Papaya. Hey, Armadillo. Welcome. Greetings, Pickledy Dog. Hey, Nevik. Everybody. Hopefully that's everyone. If I have not managed to catch you, then please say something in chat and I will say hello to you because I feel that's necessary. I've said hello to everyone else, why wouldn't I? But yes, congratulations on your first, Nick, and by first we're spelling that T-H-I-R-D. Okay, everybody's going nuts for a dial tone thing. I'll get to that eventually. I'm going through the entire chat. Yes, that brew machine was indeed made out of steel girders, and if the customer had had some brew before that, he would have been able to take that headbutt. But alas.
Soup's on.
Ah, delicious girder juice. Nope, I'm not saying that one again. One day because the dog will get because Callum plush. Okay, yeah, no wonder everybody's losing their minds. Full on going nuts for it. Oh, thanks for the hydrate, Didi. And well, there you go. There's a link to it if you are so inclined. Actually, I can't remember what Callum looks like. I'm not fully up on my Dialtown lore. Plush with a phone for a face. That seems standard for Dialtown. It is wearing a suit though, which is not nothing. But yeah, I don't know if I have much to report. I had a long weekend the other week. I saw the family, including the baby niece. She's good. They're all good. Just sad because you missed all of the previous Dialtown plushies. Well, I don't know if they'll do another run, but maybe a second-hand one will. Or you didn't buy them at the time because you were afraid of EU customs charges. Ah, yes. And taxes. That is a thing we have to very much worry about by now. We have to be unnecessarily, in my opinion, paranoid about where we're ordering from. And the tablet that shows my chat has shat itself a little. 1 second, get that back up. I like how my primary concern was, which side of the monitor should I show the chat on? Where should I put that tablet? As opposed to, maybe if I get something that actually fucking works. And click bring it back to express desire. Oh, that's a nice feature. Presumably, if enough people show desire, then they can consider bringing it back. It's a not guarantee, obviously, but I like that they have that option open. You hate REST API input validation and exception handling being such a fuck. Yeah, any input validation from either a purpose of understanding what the user is actually trying to do, or fully understanding what a particular user is trying to do and rejecting it. A lot of those cannot be fun. Let's see. It has literally, I don't think anything has happened this week. It's just been good. I have felt on top of my shit most of the time. The garden still needs attention, but it's been raining. What can you do? It's good for weeding, not so good for mowing the lawn. Nope, I've got nothing else. So, yeah, but by all means, tell me about you and your weeks. Anything good? Anything bad you want to vent about? Just a little bit. I think we can have a little event as a treat. Not an event though. That would be crazy. Also, I've figured out a neat trick for raising my voice whilst being on stream. Set my volume too loud. Just, I fear the noisy thing. I feel the need to talk louder. But yes, the REST API input validation does sound like it has been a big fuck. A giganto fuck, perhaps. A big turbo fuck. Whilst I'm refilling my vape. Don't start on this, kids. I made a mistake a while ago and I'm still paying for it by continuing to vape. So, the game we're playing today is Wonder Boy the Dragon's Trap, which is a remake of a game called Wonder Boy 3 the Dragon's Trap. And we are not going to get into the numbering and naming of games in the extended Wonder Boy / Adventure Island universe, mostly because Adventure Island and Wonder Boy split off in very different directions at some point. Also, there's 2 Wonder Boy 3s. One was on the Sega Master System, which the remake of which we're going to be playing today, and another on the Mega Drive, which was basically an auto-scroller. You're a guy with a sword, but you're shooting beams, and it's basically a shoot 'em up. which is, in my opinion, just the incorrect version, frankly. But yeah, like I said, the game I'm talking about, the game of which has a remake that we're playing today, came out in 1989, which is only 3 years younger than me. Now, I'm not going to ask anybody to out their age if they don't want to, but if you're comfortable with it, could you raise a hand if the original game from 1989 is likely to be older than you? I don't have an audience that skews especially young, I don't think, but when we're talking like 1989, I feel like it's a definite possibility. Is this the remake that showed up around the same time as Cursed Kingdom? Yes, and that was a huge surprise. You wait all this time for a new Wonder Boy style title, and two come along at once. A few years younger than Papaya, that one I believe I knew. So raise hand if we're younger than 1989. That's the one, yes. And no, your ears did not deceive you there. I'm going to be fucking 40 next year. I'm at the point where it actually becomes increasingly hard to play games that are older than I am. Welcome to the club. The good club with papayas in it, but at the same time, I feel bad for joining. At least I'll be in good company. Sweet land of your birth. Sorry, you mean your birth? Birthday for you soon? Yes, June, best birthday month. It's my birth. No, your birth. But also my birth from your perspective, which is your birth from my perspective, which is my birth from your perspective, which... Sorry, I hit my reset switch there. Your birth aimed at myself. Just looking in the mirror. Your birth. If you've never heard this running joke that we have before, one, Summer did it, and I believe she's the originator. And two, it is no more complicated than that. We just scream your birth at each other. They call you a geriatric millennial. See, I think I'm on the very edge of the range of millennial. I just can't remember in what direction. Like, am I close to the end or am I close to the start? Cannot remember. Thank you for the posture check. Stretch TV. I have done that hydrate you redeemed earlier as well. Sausages eaten, stream time presumed correct. Stream time correct. Me hitting that stream time, not so much. But hello Ellie, thank you again for the raid. If you didn't hear it before. Sorry, I was not on time. You've just kept this joke going for years since that one fateful Jackbox game. Oh, it becomes very hard to narrow down Jackbox games unless they're recorded, and there's usually a reason Jackbox games aren't recorded. Millennials always 1982, sometime late 90s. Okay, so I'm guessing I'm closer to the start than I am the end, but I thought I was closer than that. Maybe I read a different range from the one Armadillo is mentioning. I don't think it's extremely well defined either. People have different ideas about what the ranges are. Excuse me. Or indeed what the names are for these different ranges. Somewhat more consensus now that Gen Z has adults, but the cutoff is somewhere between 1994 and 1999. Oh, well, before that. You know what? The background's not looking quite as snazzy without the orb lit. 1 second. This is the point where I'm going, do these pajama trousers have any clothes? They do have one. There's one there. But, you know, I didn't want to be like showing an oval of ass or anything like that. Small as it would be. Like how Gen Z has a firm 2000 start, although maybe a little earlier, millennials have a firm 1980s start. 20 years seems like a very short time to define a range of a generation, though. You have so much food in your home at the moment and you don't know what to eat. Maybe pizza. It's hard to go wrong with pizza. I can understand that it may be an overly relied one or a bit of a dull choice if you're not distinctly in the mood for it, but it's good. It's a good start. Gen Z never since 98 onward. One, generations are fake. That is true. Two, they were roughly every 20 years, but kept getting shorter and shorter and shorter. You ate croissants earlier because you had to make space in your freezer. I don't think anybody's going to judge you for that one. Gen Alpha, you've got no idea when that starts. Nor I. Like, is Gen Alpha the latest one we're up to? I have no idea. Baked them. We made ones you just baked and had them with jam, very tasty. Ooh. So like part baked rolls. Because for something that often comes out of the freezer, part baked rolls are bloody fantastic. Or like part baked baguettes. To be able to have warm croissants on demand. Not pre-baked, just ready to bake. Well, still not far off. But keep an eye out for something like that. They were beautiful after baking. Sounds good. I've not had a croissant for ages. Come to think of it. The last time I did that might have been 3 jobs ago, pre-pandemic. Can't even keep track of console generations of Pokemon. Pokemon, I got the first one down and that's it. Which I had to get chat to help complete a Pokemon quiz for me where you named every Pokemon in the first gen. Did not bother touching any of the other gens because I would have been absolutely no help. Enjoy your lurk, DD. But console generations is PS2 7th gen. PS2, Xbox, and the other one, GameCube. I don't even know if that would be the closest thing I've got to getting one of those right. 6th generation, shit. I think it's disputed like how you were in college. People with 2 to 3 younger than you felt millennial applied to them. Gotta go enjoy Wonder Boy. Thanks for dropping in, Armadillo. Enjoy yourself. Much of the name generation thing is just normal generation gap stuff forced through this lens. Millennial never feels is basically grew up with early internet. That makes sense to me. It's like, yeah, that is. If there has to be one defining feature, that's not a bad one to go with. Always just older people who want to categorize younger people into generations so that they can complain about them. Oh god, yeah, like people were like older generations were complaining about millennials. Oh, those young people, they just don't understand. Right up to the point where like millennials were turning 30. And you really can't call somebody a kid past that point. Arguably a lot before that point is where you should stop. But as Papaya points out, excuse not to listen to them. Oh, they are X generation or XYZ, other bullshit reason that just lets them stop thinking. Is this remake one or the SMS one? It is the remake one. Hence the lack of 3 in the title. Plenty of old people who call 30-year-olds kids, but yeah. I don't use the term kids. I just listen to what my co-workers, who are mostly grad students, say, and I just sort of go, ah, my bones! Okay, we can continue this discussion, but I am going to bring the game up, because, you know, it's been 20 minutes. So, we can do both. Yeah, my boons. What's really wild is looking at 1998-2001 mags of inventions and toys that were supposed to come out then never did. This is like a little tech graveyard. I remember reading about consumer jetpacks in a gaming magazine around 98. Wow. They were really trying to fill up space, weren't they? Really need to go play a bunch of Lizard Cube games. I mean, I'm sure I've played something else that they've done. I just don't remember what. But to my knowledge, it's like 5 people in France. Your birth, your bones. Also, this is just some of the concept artwork, which is super cute. It's mainly been Sega remakes. I don't hate that. And they did a hell of a job on this one. Remind me of that phrase when we get to town. Streets of Rage 4 is new, but yeah, damn it, I knew I'd played something else by then. And yeah, Streets of Rage 4 was really good. The Boy and the Dragon. I think this may have come from a point where they weren't sure if they would have the license. That is my explanation behind that. Like, in my wildest dreams, I would not have picked this. Would you call this storybook or perhaps comic book as an art style? That's what's springing to mind right now. I'm not sure if it's right. New Shinobi game looks good. Oh, I was not aware of this. Is this Lizard Cube again? I am interested. Hey babe, wake up. New goggles outfit just unlocked. Okay. I believe the ad break has indeed finished. Streets of mild discontent. Avenues of aggression. Lanes of larceny? Okay, so this is feature number 1 of the remake. The ability to make it Wonder Girl, the Dragon's Trap. But, yeah. Could just go ahead and start. Yes, delete the save. I will not be playing on hard because the game kind of hates you at that point, so extra life potions don't need to. I feel I'll be okay in normal mode. I do like the caveat of impeccable haircut there. Before you is Monsterland. Overcoming various hardships you have at last entered the dragon's castle. Your target is the dreaded dragon's room. But unbeknownst to you is the fact that the dragon has the power to cast curses on his enemies. And yeah, the reason this is the last dungeon is we're recreating the end of the previous title, Wonder Boy in Monster Land. Hence why I have so much fucking health. That's not gonna last. Step. Boop. Oh, and to my 1989 comments, this is closer to what we would have been dealing with, except Wonder Boy would have been Wonder Boy. Makes sense for French devs to do comic book art, doing it way back before they did Symphony of the Night did it. That's a fair point. There are some extremely famous and revered French comic books. Anyway, back to this. I also will say, whilst the OST didn't grab me immediately, I think because they made some interesting choices with it. It has grown on me substantially, and I would say the OST is well worth a purchase. If nothing else, for the amount of bonus content you get. And yes, your eyes are not deceiving you. I was going to say it becomes all mechanical. But no, it's just all mechanical from the beginning. Also, check out the parallax on those candles. way more effort, I would argue, than needs to go into something like this. Anyway, final boss of the previous game, and it's the first thing we're dealing with. Also kind of piss weak if you know what you're doing. There we go. Beat the final boss, just have to pick up a load of gold. It's a big floaty blue flame, don't worry about it. Oh fuck, I'm a dragon lizard man. Yes. 3D! And not in the mist claiming to be 3D game type of way. Which it did do it. I think the seventh guest was equally guilty. Yeah, it doesn't look dramatically different apart from what looks like a red siren effect with the original graphics. And now the entire fucking castle's on fire. Apart from that one candle. And I have a key. The all opens with a boss. Indeed. Ow. Yeah, I'm sure there's a way to get through all this without taking damage, but I'd probably have to slow down. And I'd rather not. I want to go Noom. Also, fun fact, the speedrun record for this, well, I don't know the record exactly, but I did see someone at a GDQ complete this in about 27 minutes. Get out of the way, Goggles. I'm a lizard. Load-bearing dragon, yes. As often they are, weirdly enough. Yep, even the top hat scaly gets it. Yes, the castle's just shaking with the original graphics. And now, proceed with your adventurous undertaking. Double the dragon's fucking trap. Is I believe the official lyric. It always seemed a bit incongruous there. You know, you defeated your mortal enemy who, in his dying breath, cursed you with a new body. You flee the scene as the castle collapses around you. Fleeing to the countryside, you look back over your shoulder, not knowing yourself, the body you inhabit, or what you're going to do. Seeing all your answers just crumble in the distance. And then you get to the village. Also, I will move you on camera doing a wee bit in case anybody's desperate to know how much gold I have. So, the Atari stripes on the town title are so nice. Okay, let me see if coming out here makes them happen again. Yeah, hold on. So, I want to have another look at those. Okay, I'll have to bear in mind for later. But, yes, point I was going to make about the devs putting way too much effort into, like, pretty much reverse engineering these, the entire game to make it as accurate as possible. See that retro password option down the bottom? The original game had a password system. I've tried it. These fucking work. You can boot up a master system with a copy of this game, enter that password, and it'll be valid. It's like, you did not need to do that. Absolutely amazing. And also the GDQ I was referring to earlier, one of the devs was actually on the couch for the speedrun. These motherfuckers give all of the shits, it would seem. I'm really worried that they're now going to turn it to be racist or homophobic or something, like cancelable. But thus far, nothing. What about passwords? The original game had a password save system, and those work. Okay, the best sword you can afford. A sword you can afford. Okay, that's all right. English and American rhymes. Scottish, not so much. It makes a nice cling sound. Reduces damage, looks flamboyant. It's a bit more basic in the original. Anyway, I want to do more damage. My flames will do more damage because I have a sword. And no, this is like the one platformer where headbutting a block does nothing. Holy shit, my flame works underwater. But yeah, that password thing was just like, I had to try it because like I had the hardware already. Yeah, not just on an emulator. I actually hooked up a Master System to try it out. Granted, that was technically for a video. Like I did a remakes and remasters video reviewing this. As you might imagine, I reviewed it quite favorably. Although I did say at the time of the video, the OST hadn't quite grabbed me. And since then, I've bought it and listened to it regularly. So, yeah, get wrecked past me. You were wrong. And if you're wondering about the little blocks I've been picking up, those are spells. And they do stuff like this. In that case, kind of nothing. And then you have things like this cloud spewing stuff at me. Shit. There we go. Wish I hadn't had to use both of them, but them's is breaks. Anyway, that was the beach level. Beep. His key. And the thing is, this game has a shitload of secret doors, and I cannot remember where, like, half of them are. Also, from watching that speedrun, I've learned that the boomerangs are extremely powerful magic. Because not only is there a slight problem with invincibility frames, but they will come back to you. Opposed to tornadoes that they hang around for a while, bouncing off of foes. So if you can get one in between two bastards, then they can really pay for themselves. Whereas your fireball is pretty basic. Lightning damages all enemies on screen. And you've seen the arrow, it shoots straight up. Useful in its own right, but niche at the same time. Sorry, original music is what I was going for. You just still get the vibes from, you know, a pretty limited sound system. But yeah, I can only imagine those little bandettes they must have had set up for this game. Anyway, the rest of the village is just, you look funny, your first shot is on me. I appreciate it, but I'm going to say no for now. Okay, so unless I get a super leap or something, I'm not going that way. So yeah, it's a little bit Metroidy in its construction, given that there's bits we can easily see now, but we can't quite access yet. Anyway, we'll go for a magic door in the sky to the desert. Oh, there's the Atari stripes. Lovely. Yeah, just I guess my original problem with the soundtrack is they did not match what I expected they would sound like. Like they took some big swings and they absolutely paid off. Now that I think about it, for longer than the month it took me to write that video script. Which, fun fact, I have rarely worked on a video script for any longer than that. And yes, much like Street Fighter, my fireballs nullify their fireballs. Funner fact, if you can destroy those bad ones, you can actually go underwater there. And let me tell you, there's a lot of water concentrated in one area of this desert. Ah, nice. It's alright, invincibility frames. I'm not losing any more health, right? Either that, or I am. Or I'm not, and I've just taken quite a lot of damage. Maybe normal is a really bad idea. Maybe I should not have set the difficulty to that. Okay. I will admit I don't like this pyramid. Because you've got two choices for jumping. One is to carefully make it so you can jump to squares at a time. Oh, shit. So I wasn't paying attention and I used one of my life potions. On the other hand, I did just get a brand new heart. Just magic that thing. That's fine. I do like how as you go up, you become more of a silhouette due to where the relative light is. Believe it or not a feature of the original. Then again, another thing you don't have in the original is any kind of turning animations. This is not the one to go down. Realized that just as I was falling. And what does this door do? Oh, it just punts me here. Okay. Not the worst place to farm gold, I suppose, but... Alright, getting right up in a pyramid there. You get one tile type and you will like it. I mean, yep, pretty much. Look at that. Put it back to the new graphics. They are so shiny. I'm not obsessively checking for secret doors. You're obsessively checking. You know what I mean. Yeah, I don't need healed. Do I still get a free one here? No. Yes, I have bandages. We have a lot of mummies here. Boo, Hess. Oh, I do not like the noises those things are making. I don't know if there's any clues to where secret doors might be. Apart from, you know, this is secretly grid-based in terms of the geometry. They're like, he's a key. The shadowing would have had to been baked in. Kind of. Like a unique effect that only applies on this screen, I think is the way to put it. Oh, by the way, it's second boss time. Oh, no, it's not. Talking bullshit. I forgot about the pyramid hole. Get back here, you little shit. Okay, I was hoping you would drop health. H-E-L-F health. Oh, damn it. I forgot you could double hop. The green ones I expected out of. Red ones not so much. See? Oh, I thought I would get just under it. My hubris. Then again, I am landing some of these shots. I'm happy with those. It's just the constantly getting hit part that I could do with excising. Oh, one shot for you now. I swear it took two in the original pyramid ascent. Health, thank you very much. I don't know if actually touching the skull will be problems. Getting hit by the fucking fireball twice in a row will certainly cause problems, but I've not worked that one out yet. Oh. Floaty firefish. I'm assuming fire. Yeah, there's a little subtle color coding to the enemies. Reds are basic. Greens are slightly advanced. Blues are more advanced. Okay, now you see what's going on with this puzzle here. Going in and behind stuff. You know what that was like in the original? Fuck all difference. Just had to work that one out. Okay, here's the second boss. Okay, I can get 3 of them, and I can avoid the attack if I'm actually paying attention. Yes, got 4. Yep. This will do it. Ah, damn it. So I like how curled up he is when I duck. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the lizard form, because that's the last we'll be seeing of it for a while. The sad fact of this first form is there's not much in the way of unique abilities. And yes, this will carry on until a certain point of running out of money to give you. Or until the blue flame catches you. Ah, got me. Ditto on the tail curling, which decided not to send message saying so. Weird. What's it got against tails? Hint, press in the direction of checkered wall to cling to it. Annoying thing I don't like is that chests will do this reopening thing. I would prefer used chests, so to speak, to just, you know, stay open. Anyway, this is the mouse's unique ability. Cling to walls. Whee. Oh, shit. Didn't mean to do that. Damn it. I forgot that mouse shield is too small. Jesus. Oh, they curl up with their tail when they duck is what you said in Twitch send message failed to send. Which, why would it? This is a silly restriction to place in O'Reilly. Nice fit for rodents. Again, I prefer a bit of glass cannon, so I'll see if I can put that into damage instead. Anyway, get used to these fancy rooms, because much like the Skyrim wrap around and fall off a cliff to get out of the dungeon maneuver, these show up a lot. And they look a hell of a lot fancier than they used to. I think the stock is still the same in here. Yep. Now, you might have remembered this wall from earlier. And we can indeed get right up it. It's something I want to double check first. Actually, come to think of it, I have absolutely no idea why this bit is checkered as well. Aside from maybe something that might come up later. Anyway, secret shop. What have we got here? Crystal sword out of my price range. And crystal shield and crystal armor. Mayhaps later. I don't know how the game expects you to have 2,000 by this stage. Ooh. The checker blocks up here as well? No. Okay, guess I'll go the way the game actually wants me to. Yeah, I think we can probably do another boss by the time my break time comes up. But for feathered creatures, of which I am not one, I am a meese. Prince armor plus special. What plus special do? Now, even with the old graphics, it will do the updated inventory. And I kind of wish there was an option, and I don't believe there is one. Oh, there is a retro inventory option. There wasn't at launch. Now I remember they added this in. And you know what? This is close enough. It used to be like fade out, fade in, and full screen for the inventory. But that's a pretty good compromise. And this is, I think, my favorite music track in the entire game. Also, they go really nuts on the parallax here. Oh, good. The flames are following me now. Exactly that way that flames don't. Now, the things I want to do on this screen. Snickert screen. And fat loot. And heals. Alright, punt this back out. Blah. Actually, what happens if I do go this way? Absolutely nothing. And I assume the same applies to the level below me. Whee! Now. You have a fancy sword? You do. I think it's going to get replaced later, but I'll take it for now. It is harder to hit things as the Meese. Yeah, fuck it, they can go. Mostly because I can't be arse chasing after them. Oh, the back and forth I've had with those fucking skeletons. They get me every damn time. I know I'm going to bounce back and forth. Keep you up. You can't catch me. Can't catch me. Oh, shit. Good. Ah. It landed right on me. Yeah, I refuse to buy any better armor or shield. Experience that. Ooh, boomerang. Excellent. Ow. I was hoping to jump over, but I did the other thing. Ah! Nearly gone. Nearly swung at the right time. Then decided I would do the other thing. Because you've had this, like, spooky adventure music. And all of a sudden it's just like, no, we're a fucking tango, basically. Deal with it. Okay, and now I'm nearly dead for my hubris. Oh, shit, there goes my boomerang. Well, it was nice knowing it. Okay, a little happier now. Also worth noting the fireball does in fact go through walls. Oh, you fuckers. That's how they get you. One's jumpy, one just bobs a little. Come over here, you little shit. Ah! That's half the lot he is. Oh, gee. Anyway, down here. suddenly it all stops because I'm in a secret place. I'm extra hard though, that's essential. Normally I would not contemplate it, but yeah, I think I need a life potion at this point, given that entire performance. You see, it's closed chest in the old graphics as well. Just wonderful music. I don't think I've emphasized that quite enough. Anyway, that's why we needed the key. And here we go. Possibly one of the harder sections of certainly the early game. It can be quite unforgiving if you don't come in prepared. By prepared, I don't necessarily mean by the best equipment. Maybe more have an idea and a battle plan for the equipment you have. And maybe listen to the game when it gives you a particular bunch of magic. Could be useful. But yeah, I'm quite happy with my turbo stabber. Also, you can mitigate a surprising amount of the floaty boys' tactics by staying on the goddamn roof. Just realized, I hope my shield can actually deal with those fireballs. If not, I'm in for a rough fucking time. Okay, it can. Okay. Got very worried for a second. Means I can just turn around to the fireball and go, no. Alright, it's every third one that jumps down. I was about to say, or is it? But no, it is. It's not! Aha! Bamboozle. Okay, maybe being on the roof is not going to help me here. More health? I would like more health, please. 2 years in a row. Space out a little. Oh, okay. They're onto my tactics now. I didn't agree to this. With their tactics and their planning. Only 2 hits to take that down. Okay, good. Three for those. Just at the tail end of their pointy head there. Okay, so one tactic is not going to work. Staying on the roof with those boys. Here, on the other hand, much easier. Did I take one of those out in 1 hit and another in 2? Strangely incongruent. Oh, fuck, 4 hits. How? I was out of range on that one. I will not be hearing otherwise. Ooh, very nice time for health. Thank you very much. Also, this musical segment here, I believe, is a reference to one of the arcade versions of a Wonder Boy game. Just plays that tune and then it carries on. Like nothing happened. Okay, now here, where it can get tricky. Yep. Ow! Oh well, my health's back up at least. For some reason I thought they would launch it. No, they just duck back down again. Fuck. Maybe I should get some armor, because I'm not as good at this as I thought I was. But yeah, if we think about it for a second, we have multiple player forms with very different abilities. An equipment system. And a Metroid-ish style gameplay, which I feel is pretty damn good going for a game from 1989, you know? Nothing else I feel it stands out. Me just looking for secrets again. Okay, I need to brace myself a little bit. So we finally got to the boss room. Very, very ahead of its time. Too true, Ellie. Too true. Just prepare some magics. Oh, this fucker. Ow. Pay a fucking attention. Might help you. Unfortunately, there's not much to be done here. You just have to wait for it. I'll be honest, I'd forgotten which boss it was, and now I'm significantly less worried. As for reasons you can probably work out by yourself. Health bar for the boss is kind of there. I suppose it's not as thematic as everything else. Like maybe it was a late edition or something. But still, it's what they chose to ship, and you know they did patch the game afterwards, so not an excuse. The thing is, I'm probably doing as much damage as I can. So it's just a matter of really, really, really not getting hit. Because I've got no life potions, and therefore will just die and have to continue. Which there's a whole other element to that as well. And we are probably going to see it, because I'm not the best player. I mean, the health bar is clear, I'll give them that, but like I say, not as thematic with everything else as it could be. One. The boss has the fucking magic pixel. What is this shit? Alright, reward me. Oh, forgot about the hitbox on that damn thing. We're a fishman. What a fishman knew. And, you know, you can guess what that means. It means swimmy. What's in here again? Yep, okay. And then a return. Yes, I do remember where to go next. Although, well, I remember. Nope, no, this is the wrong place to go. Whilst I remember, there is something else we can do in fishman form. In the OG, it just has the number. I don't remember it showing the boss health in the original. Is it really? It's possibly another thing that's ahead of its time. Actually showing a number. So yeah, there was a blocked off door there that we can't get to yet. It's in the top right. Okay. That's, as you can see in the retro version, that's not the exact UI that we had back in 1989 either, so they've possibly messed around with it a bit. Okay, we are past the hour mark, and as is tradition, I'm going to go for a little break. What's going to happen is, well, I'll be away for a few minutes, so in the meantime, consider getting yourself a drink, a snack, getting up, moving around, stretch your legs, stretch your back. Whatever you do, make sure you do take your meds if you need to. Some nice scientist and a nice pharmacist put those in the bag and give them to you so you can live your happiest and healthiest life, and you don't want to make them sad. I will, in the meantime, play you some clips to keep you entertained. So we'll see you in a bit, and roll for puppy. I'm just gonna live down here for a while, if that's okay. Ugh. Bloody hell. I'm glad you all laugh at my misfortune, because I was blatantly doing it for comedy, and this is the cunt that never dies. It just goes on and fucking on. You know, we started shooting, no knowing what it was, and knew we're going to shoot this cunt forever, just because it is the cunt that never dies. You get the rest. Now, dogs I can deal with. There we go.
Watch out! They've got dynamite!
Sounds like a you problem. Oh, it's really not a you problem at all. I forgot I'd equipped that crossbow. God fucking... Right, use the old key. What's it for?
Staff!
Oh,
What do you want?
oh, there he is.
Show yourself!
Oh, why is he that color?
Why's he got hair?
Looking for me. Bring me the boy.
What boy?
Nice and clean.
Soup. I think you'll find your line is soup's on.
Soup's on.
You could say soup son as well. We're allowing that.
Yeah, it's same. Come to think of it, Logan, do you really want to pick up those dog tags? If they're glowing, I can still get another person out there to come and fuck them up. So I'm gonna go for it. I think I'm gonna go for it, even though it's double the cost for not even double the accuracy. Yeet! Fuck me, blind. Fuck off. Just fuck off. Spent double the time units on that shot. Maybe I'll just hang back a second. Yeah, we are. Oh, that line just makes me laugh. I'm the best. I'm the bestest boy. Oh, balls. Alright, did that one to myself. Not greedy. Yes, can't forget the game. I can still get another person out there to come and fuck him up, so I'm gonna go for it. I think I'm gonna go for it, even though it's double the cost for not even double the accuracy. Yeet! Fuck me, blind. Fuck off. Just fuck off. Spent double the time units on that shot. You rhythm changing bastard, you. Oh my god, if I died to one of the zombies in this section, that would be just the cherry on top of the embarrassment cake. And it was. Yeah, clip replaying seems to be a problem ever since we got the clip player fixed. There's probably a way to sort that out the way that works. Just like have JavaScript say, hey, all those clips you grabbed, maybe look out for some duplicates. And what game is... Are you saying what game is that referring to, your previous comment? Or one of the clips that was playing? The one that we played was the original XCOM. Remember you watched the quote that is, you can shoot the dogs, that's kind of like petting them with bullets. Unfortunately, I have played a whole lot of Resident Evil 2. And so I've ended up shooting a lot of dogs. I'm not proud of it, but they were bad dogs. They were trying to bite my face. It's the old XCOM. I've never done a full playthrough of any of the XCOMs on stream, actually. Anyway, this is completely wrong way. But, do I get better armor? I should. So I won't. Thought it was probably that. It was either that or Terraforming Deep, you know? Kind of distinct in that fashion. And yes, we are going through the exact same door, except in the opposite direction. You know what? You're annoying me. Arrowed! Okay, got that one fine. You am hunting down though, for some reason. I wonder what it looked like in the original. A fancy background to be sure, but obviously not as detailed as we can manage nowadays. Okay, don't let them get too fighty. Too fighty? So it's a weird way of saying don't let them recover from stuff. Unfortunately, the brain melts when it comes to streaming, so regardless of how hard it actually is. Ow. Fireball right up the arse. Not proud of it, but it happened. That was more like fire in the face, because I just assumed those things are made of fire. Feels correct. Can I hit this? Yes, took a hit for it, but it was, in fact, worth it. That wasn't. I really expected another one of those to drop by now. Oh, fuck this one. Ow. Health, thank you. Oops. Got another goggles to deal with. There we go. Thankfully, this shield can deal with any height. Can you get back up here? Apparently not. Ah, little oasis of money and magic. Or Stabbington? No. I do need that. Because, you know, its special ability comes in clutch. What was the description again? Immune to lava, plus special. I wonder if the plus special refers to its special ability or some special stat that I'm not aware of. Okay, Skelly Man, you're in the lava forever. Not that it'll affect you much, of course, but... Oh! The head just spews fire. Love that for me. Ah. Help. Nearly got him. Yeah, I forgot for a second I could swim in the lava. Of limited use, mind you, but I also forgot that these things hit like a fucking truck. Still, they're in the past now. I have a real habit of landing directly on those fireballs. I don't know what it is. Where do I go from here? Oh, yes. This feature suddenly shows up. There'll be a number of these rooms, and they'll let you switch between all your various forms, and as you might expect, they were a bit more abstract in the original. There's a reason we're switching to Meesman, and that would be these. We get a very special item here. Yeah. Now this is the Thunder Ring, which doesn't have a description, but I'll just show you what it does. Get rid of those blocks. Now this was its own specific sword in the original, so you had to equip it on its own, I believe. Anyway, I don't want to be Meesman right now. Or do I? We'll go with Meesman for the minute. Oh no. I know where we're going. I know what I want to do. And we do want to be Squidward for that, so. Also, getting 3 of those blocks in one downward swipe is immensely satisfying. They at least had a fade out animation in the original. Just wanted to point that out. Oh, nope. Didn't intend to do that. Not yet, anyway. You do stuff like this. If you'd forgotten to change forms. You do it here. Unfortunately, I was already in the right form, so that again. There's no secret door there, so the irony of the new graphics is you can't really align to the blocks quite so well, so it may be harder to find secret doors. Also, that's a very odd walking cycle for this thing. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I am mistaken. I really thought there was a secret door there. There's not. Anyway, what I was actually intending to do. Go down here. Unfortunately, I can't stab all of the blocks right now because I still need to be able to get up to the door. Stab! It's probably time I got some better armor. And nice thing about this is it will equip. I've forgotten I actually already gotten better armor. It completely slipped my mind. So really, I could have upgraded the shield, but I don't know what that would do that armor wouldn't, aside from just like additional defense on top. Instead of just hoarding all my money for better stabbing things. Damn it. Getting me every time. Jump up to stab one, get hit by the other. Almost as if they planned it that way. Excuse me. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I saw that we got soup on the little break there. Well done, everyone. Have to get puppy now. And don't worry, there will be another break on this stream, so got time to get it. Not bad. Thank you ever so much for the sub. Welcome in. Okay, just got that one. Although, for some reason, one took 2 shots, one took 1. Apparently, you've been here this long. Apparently so. Welcome. How are you doing? I am playing the old game, or the remake of the old game, to be more accurate, but slightly less funny. Thank you. Brain empty. How's Underwater going? All right so far. It's the section coming up I'm worried about. Seasick of healing fish. Yeah, this nurse is going to be nothing but puns, and no, none of that was part of the original. Right. There's a whole sunken wreck here. How did that look in the original? Okay, that's pretty representative. Fair enough. Fair play. Well done. Oh, nope, that one took 2 shots and lost me health. God fucking damn. Anyway, I'm gonna go on a big stupid mission. See what's in a chest. Ow! I stabbed it when I should have jumped it. I did exactly the same thing again.
Soup's on.
Toggle views is pretty awesome. And the audio as well. I think it sounds like they're recreating the limitations of the original sound chip. Like if there's certain sounds playing in the music, for example, a sound effect that uses that same channel won't play, or part of it won't. Like whatever's like it, basically getting an instrument to play 2 different notes at the same time. It doesn't work that way. Yeah, it's a delightful remake all round. And if I'm being perfectly honest, I think I just loved that someone was taking this game that I grew up with seriously. Seriously to the point of making a remake for it. Like, holy shit. The kind of thing that should be the domain of like fan projects and nothing else. And yet, here they pop up in this timeline, and that's fucking amazing. I knew that. Should have known. No soup for hate crime. In June, no less. And it's worse than that, Cat. There's already been a soup. Real fucking paranoia inducing this bit, I tell you. You never know when these fuckers are going to pop up. It does not help when you've got one of these fuckers who takes umpteen shots to take out. All praise be to the nice man who worked in an electronics boutique in the Forge shopping center who convinced Scott to get this instead of Batman Returns. And yes, the injustice is endless for Catman. Undeniably so. But interestingly, you can swap between retro music and retro SFX independently, but The button press will do them both at once. A couple of hours ago, you finally have a date for your teeth surgery, so that'll have to do, you guess. It's no soup, but you'll cope. Excellent. Well done. Hope it all goes well. Good luck. Yes, as Scott says, that electronics boutique worker was doing God's work that day, and also his own work. It is the job to which he had agreed to do because capitalism. So only a certain amount of blame can be applied. TE. I'm a big fan of the term TE, and a big fan of people getting that if that is what they wish for themselves. So very glad to hear that you have a day for that. It's supposed to be the end of June, but eviction/move interferes, so the official date is now August 6th. Hopefully that sticks. Hopefully you get what you wish. Again, good luck. Hello, Jayla. Hang. Anyway, back to this hellscape. I'm going to let you come a little bit closer. Because the further down I go, the more likely that some ghosty bastard is going to show up. I'll not have these things double team me. I simply won't. Okay, this is actually going better than I expected. Touch wood. Sing, bitch! Please. I will not. Well, there is one song I suppose I could sing. Everything is fine. Nobody wants to kill me. Because I can really only sing The Cunt That Never Dies when I'm in a boss fight, you know? Ah, piss. Should have just ran for it. We're irritated about the delay at first, but that gave you more time to hit the gym, so the surgeon has optimal conditions. Excellent. Anything that improves the possibility of the surgery going well or getting done? Is this like a prerequisite that's part of the surgery? I'm quite unfamiliar with the ins and outs of such things. Well, I can think of one out. But you know what I mean. Not so much on the details. Ah, their fireballs are ranged. And he just kept coming back for more. Despite all evidence to the contrary that it was a good idea. Not a prerequisite, but if you have muscle tone in your chest, it's easier for the surgeon to follow the natural muscle contour when sculpting. I see. Well, yeah, definitely good that you got that in place. Yes. Praise be to the blessed games workerman. And yeah, better result overall is better overall, as several eminent historians have said in exactly those words. Don't look it up. Okay, that was a bit of a clusterfuck, but I got there. Nope, that was the wrong time to jump. Ow! I just got that health and immediately lost it. Okay. Yes, now I see what Jill was asking. As Kevbat points out. Bitch! Hurry up and wait. Gonna wait so hard. Ah! It is easily my least favorite thing, waiting, because there is nothing you can do to make it better. You're in such a good mood that you wouldn't even threaten to put... I don't even know what that substance would be, but I get the feeling I don't want it in my eyes. Well, that is some great news, and I don't remember what this boss looks like. Aside from, a dragon who is also a pirate captain. I'm sure everybody is thrilled about it. Fortunately, I may have already figured out the trick. And I may have also immediately countered. Twice. Fuck. How do you have so many fucking hooks? I've only got one hand that needs a hook. Well, you've only got one hand, I suppose, is the crux of it. The main problem looking to be solved via hooks. I had a different approach to the problem. Stab it in the fucking face. If you could find him, you'd actually thank him to his face. I think that would be fair. Whether or not he would remember, because God knows how old he'd be now. For some reason, we come out on this beach. Look, we're a lineman now. And fuck this cloud in particular. Yep. Ready to move, ready to eat. Everything's coming up, Catman. Now we get a secret room. There's also a return room. Is there anything I could buy? Master Shield. I'll bear that in mind. Like just trying to hold you back with loading time. It's fucking bad for that, isn't it? Now, interestingly, I could get into this area two ways. One, with the lineman, doing exactly that thing. Or I could turn into Mouseman and cling on to the checkered blocks and get down that way. I would be somewhat ill-equipped for the endeavor, but it's possible. Jumpy. I mean, that is of limited use, but I could hit him, so I did. You were going to get your name change paperwork done, but decided to wait until after surgery because as much as you want to be efficient, you're asking for a headache in the midst of address changes and medical procedures, etc. I get that, yeah. But soon. Alright, I'll bite. What's down here? Treasure? Shiny things? It is heart. I could use more of those. La 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 la. Is this another transform room? No, this is Lineman 250 attack. Ah, yes. This is a super secret thing that you have to collect. So, hold on. Plus 250 attack. How does that compare to my lucky sword? It's better than all my swords. I'm having it. For some reason, this game makes you want to play specifically the SNES version of Dragon's Lair. That is very specific. Okay, yeah, I guess I'm going to have to return now that I've done that. You know it didn't look like this, but your brain remembers it in this style. I can kind of see it. Like, you know, obviously the original Dragon's Lair was like Dawn Bluth animated. But I kind of see it. Also, worth noting that apparently Lion Man does the most damage. Technically Lion Girl, because it started as Wonder Girl, ergo. Must be Lion Girl at the moment. Or maybe I'm lying. But, yeah, it's a bit odd that they implemented the Wonder Girl and then made absolutely no changes to the animation of any of the other characters. Backgrounds in this part are very Dawn Bluth. I don't see it myself. That false memory thing, you definitely know better, but your childhood imagination was happily doing some lifting. Yeah. Oh, to get back to the imagination of childhood. I feel like this can't just be a dead end. There's got to be a secret here, right? Surely. Surely I can press up and a door will happen. No, apparently not. I do remember the game being slightly picky over positioning for opening doors. Really wanted you in between two of those blocks. What if you died in the corner foiled by the concept of one jump? Skill issue, frankly. 'Cause I only die in boss fights to little minions. Granted, little minions, they could drive me to the ground and tear my fucking throat out, but minions nevertheless. Give me a secret door or I will kill you all. Little boys with your wee hats. I have a big sword and I am a lion man. Nah. I was trying to say meow in there somewhere and it did not work out. Yeah, they had to make some choices when it came to the sound effects of some of these monsters. Yeah, some of them are bats. They have parallels in the real world. There we go. Finally found a secret fucking door. Mate, it's better than Monster Land, where you had to find some of these secrets to progress. Actually, I don't know if that's necessarily true. Certainly, there was one secret door with plot critical stuff. But I believe the game gave you a very, very obvious cue when you were right next to it. Nope. None for you, Mr. Cloudman. I had absolutely no need to jump over that fireball. Not a one. Also, I'm not sure about the spitting noises these flowers have. Tasmanian sword. I do believe I want this. No, that's not what I meant to do. If only I could remember the goddamn shortcut. So is the nurse the only human in this game? You know what? I think she is. I think you are thoroughly correct there. No, did I equip the Tasmanian sword? I did. And it does have a special. I just don't remember how to activate it in this place. There we go. So, fun fact, this was inspired by a glitch. Well, not a glitch, actually. No, this was a development thing that was left in the original game. Where if you had the Tasmanian sword equipped, and you pressed a button combo on the second controller, you would swap between all the various forms. Now, in this, they've changed it to if you have the Tasmanian sword equipped, you jump and you press up and attack, and you switch between the forms you've unlocked so far. That makes things was not great at human nursing and had to jump species. You would be mildly concerned about her credentials. Well, I have yet to take her up on her services, so I cannot vouch. Yeah, the point was to turn around and stab the ghost. It was not to run headlong into it. So she's a vet. Hey, vets have to go through a lot of training. How would one get into there? Hang on a second. Do I still have the Yes, still have the Tasmanian sword equipped. No. No. Why would you have that there? You couldn't get to it. In a more agreeable form. I'm sad. I really thought. There we go. Finding secrets all over the fucking. Don't know if you can say she's a vet. Do furries go to vets or do they go to furry doctors? I think they go to regular doctors. And if the internet is to be believed, their jobs as sysadmins. Yeah, okay. So you're significantly less powerful when you're not all spitting fire at me. Okay, you look tough. Yeah, that was a fair few hits you took. But, got you in the corner, so, nah. Yeah, and I'm going to murder everything in case one of them drops health. You didn't drop health. I hate you. Also forgot to jump. That's detrimental. Don't recommend. None of that was health, god damn you. Whee! Fireball did a surprising amount of damage to that. Also, I'm still using the Tasmanian sword, which is not as powerful as this one. I don't know, I think you'd have to go specifically to go to furry doctors who practice in full persona. I mean, I think with like most people, you get the medical practitioner you get. Didn't even hit the ground, bitch. There you go. That's better. Also, who wants to hear what the music for this area was like in the original? Oh, they've changed it in this one. There was literally no music to my recollection for this bit in the original. It's kind of an odd area just because this is it. You run forward, there's enemies. There's those things that you can never defeat. There's really not much to it as an area. Ah, damn it. There we go, that's more like it. Back! Yeah, these things are hitting like a fucking ton of bricks. Do I regret my glass cannon strategy? Slightly. He said. Okay, there's absolutely no reason for this to be a thing, but I will find a secret area. I have found several, but I'm not satisfied. Yeah, I was going to say not a lot to it in the original, but actually, that looks pretty dope. I really thought that was going to be hiding a secret door, but apparently not. No regrets. Not a one. Certainly not regrets. I don't think this is the boss fight yet. No.
This is the one thing we didn't want to happen.
Because you might have caught a snippet of there. A lot of reused music in the original, which the remake decides to turn into a lot of regional variants. Not every one of the places gets this treatment, but nevertheless, happens a lot. You see a redeem you do not understand, so you must press it. Ah, nice. Ah, damn it. Just high enough to hit me. Went just over the shield. How did I not hit that bitch? Oh, fucking damn it. Okay. Yeah, I'm just bleeding health at this point. It's a bad idea, and I regret it. I just avoid those rather than try and attack them. Avoid them, I said. God, it's like I can't even listen to myself. So yeah, this bit, kind of a gauntlet. Fuck. Yep, regretting that normal difficulty now. Considering that's pretty much all my health gone. I don't have any life potions left. I nearly walked into the enemy a fucking again. Are any of them dropping hearts? Nope. Really looks like whoever did this is an utter labor of love. For sure. There we go. I think we can increment the death counter. What do I get? Hunted back is what happens. At least when I cut your teeth on your first gaming project being a fan remake or something, so you can learn the technical stuff without having to come up with a concept of your own. And that was an attempt of a sentence. Well, from me or from you, because either one could be quite accurate. But, you know, while I'm here, I'm fairly sure I'm in the right place. I might be able to show something off. Oh, there. Not down here, is it? No. You just went on for all the some time as if punctuar is illegal. Come on. I see what you're saying. Okay, what happens if I go down the first one again? Hunted back up. Yes, I remember now. But also means I can do this. Whee! Struggle bus cat bad. Words are a big scam. We all know this. What was the fucking point of that? Oh. That would be that. Is this the way you're meant to go to get to that door I've already been to? Is there any secrets? Is that a change you? Oh no, this is something else. Yes. It's an entirely different type of magical sword. Which does
Soup's
this.
on.
And I'm the entirely wrong character to be dealing with this. Ah, yes. Right. Those, yeah, it's just those star ones. This will work for. Finally, I can leave. But I believe that will be fairly essential. At least as far as the end game is concerned. Also, note how I am not in any fucking way going back for more armor or shielding. Yes, I am looking for something in particular. I just cannot fucking remember where it is. Am I going to take things on as Moused Man? Am I fucked? Don't need to play on hard mode. You make your own. I mean, genuinely, sometimes I do. Ah, yes, there's these secret levels. That's how you get those charm stones. I will give this a small go and see how far I get, but they are explicitly challenge rooms, so, you know, I'm not going to feel bad for failing at them. Like that. Fun times. I can't remember. Does that let me start again with a life potion? It do. Excellent. Right. There we go. The correct blade for the job. And we'll just pretend that last one didn't happen, and you know what? Can increment the death count. It's valid. I even need your fucking money, but no. Decide to pick it up anyway. And to be honest, I probably do need the fucking money. Especially when I do shit like that. If only I could fashion this money into armor. Please ignore the fact that money can be exchanged for goods and services. And also ignore the fact that getting hit is in fact optional. Yeah, it just fucking happens a lot anyway. Oh, shit. I did not realize that dying would also get rid of all me magic. I'd accrued quite a lot. So honestly, that is a blow. That is a serious blow. Some well-timed magic does come in clutch sometimes. Don't even drop loot, you little shits. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Absolutely worthless to me. There we go. Nothing but tornadoes. Bonk. Yep. Apparently I've lost the ability to jump off a fucking ledge. No. Fuck. Yeah, it's an all-day ticket for the struggle bus, please. Oh, okay, got that one perfect. It's the everything else I need to work on. I'm getting caught in between two ghosties. Not my best move. But I can go back and stab it. Can I just farm health from this thing? Maybe. I feel like this will only work for so long. Mind you, I've been wrong before. Yay! Right. Yeah, I do like the jumping down, turning around, and attacking. That maneuver feels good. The jumping into a cloud and a flower, one after the other, less so. Makes me feel a bit silly, in all truth. Can I hit you an arrow from here? Okay, academic question it turns out. Go away, fire. Thank you. Ooh, boomerang though. That is useful. Going the wrong way, less useful. As is swinging the sword whilst Flower is firing Fire Eye. It's an unwise decision to be TBH. Waiting for the ghost to pop up before you stab it. Better decision. It's interesting that the hitbox is only valid for the flower's face. And if it has a mouth, I feel confident calling that a face. Not a normal part of that flower. Ow. Thought I'd be able to jump in time. But alas. And actually, no, if I remember correctly, up is the correct trajectory. Back! Well, gets me back to mostly full health, doesn't it? Still, no life potion. Not my favourite. Yeah, I've got the massive stabby fuck you blade. That's what I want. Bye. Bye also. You too. Ah, surprise! You thought I would ignore you, but no. Ow. Should have. Really should have. I might buy armor. It's a distinct possibility. No free life potion for me. What armor have I got? Plus 47. Probably something better around here, right? May need a Tasmanian sword to get it, but do we have an improvement on 47? We do. Not by much, though. Tell you what, actually. I remember where the Master Shield is, and honestly, name alone, that feels like a good shout. It's also not that way. Okay, let's see if lions like the water. It's also not that way. Apparently I'm fucking losing it. Who knew? Whee! 8 lions are fine with water. Underwater lion. He has got a big sword and he sort of waddles his way. Now this part should be a fucking breeze. I'm surprised they're even giving me coins for it. You know, a certain point of a game where like you're really over leveled for an area and the game's just like, we're not giving you XP or rewards for this at all. No, go elsewhere. There's so much more game you could be looking at right now rather than this one starting area. Yeah. Yeah. It also feels a lot better to just do an overhead swing whilst jumping down on something. No tactical advantage whatsoever. In fact, you are limiting your control of your character by doing so. And yet... But yeah, still a good feeling to go back to an area and be like, yeah, I'm one-shotting these motherfuckers. But we are not encouraging your fuckery. Exactly. So 135 defense. I'm assuming that's better than the shield I have. Considerably. Like, double and shit. The Goblin Mail is worse, so I'll just take the Master Shield. The brush is sold separately from the Master Shield. Is this for maintenance? Is this a maintenance joke? A jape? Okay, tell you what, we'll have another break before I make another attempt at the boss. Because I believe, unlike the previous game, your shield will block any projectiles that can be blocked. It's not a matter of this shield can do it, this shield can. So the numbers probably just increase your overall armor rating. Okay, so same rules as before. I'm going to go away for a bit. I'm going to play some clips. Think about getting up, having a stretch, getting a drink or a snack, or taking your meds if you haven't already in the meantime. But enjoy some clips. We've already had soup, so all we're missing is Peppy. How did I go so many times? It's fine, I live down here now. Does not seem to be the case. I must have moved the camera after that. Yeah, sorry for the bamboozle there. Switch that back. And where were we? Yes. So now this will be the right way route. I'll just leave it. If I ever flipped it on one scene, it would go to the other. OBS doing me a bamboozle once again. Hot as balls. Well, you also have that, well, bonus time is a bit of a bust, but I am thus far not dead. On the other hand,
reinforcements have arrived.
Red! Holy shit! Sorry.
It's not called samurai.
It's like I think I've just spawned another robot all of its own. Oh god. Oh, it's a massacre. Okay, so that didn't quite work. And I didn't get anywhere close to catching up on chat.
Doesn't work.
That is not how you drums. That's how you lay teaspoons down without waking everybody else in the house because you've decided to make a 2 a.m. cup of tea.
This guy is unfucking believable.
I mean, not with that attitude, Summer. Oh, hello. Apparently I set the webcam up at some point. Nope, this is not meant to be a webcam stream. Excuse me, excuse me. It was accidentally in my face. It wasn't meant to happen. It was one of those. I don't remember which. Also, I hope that green thing isn't important because my eyes are drawn straight towards it. So if it's not important, why you making it so... I did not expect that. At least we get a good item down here. Maybe I'll give myself an advantage by stasising this. Or fuck it up entirely, that is also an option. Oh god, I just realised I could have tanked the hit. I could have done it! But just... wait a second. Oh, Danny boy, the Titans are fall. Blanked him. Joke's on you, everyone's still in cover. Oh. Right. That's why you weren't worried. Oh, those clips are just a real great demonstration of my fucking hubris, aren't they? Okay. A lot of good Disneyland Paris talk there. Not been in fucking ages. And not one puppy. You know what? Remind me at the end, there will be a puppy. Catbat has done very many important adult things. And a puppy is deserved. So remind me at the end. And there will be puppy. Yeah, well, last time, first, I went to one of those more middle-class high schools that could afford to arrange a trip to Disneyland Paris under the guise of a business studies trip. Well, that's wrong, right? But I did get to stab a ghost. So that's not nothing. Oh. Okay, so that did way less damage than it would have previously. Shield. Shield is paying off. My navigation skills aren't. Yes, this would have been second or third year, I think. It was some kind of business conference that we were, supposed to go and pay attention and take notes and shit. But the upside to that was a bus tour of Paris and an afternoon in Disneyland Paris Park. So I feel like it was worth it. Also, I had no idea that Disneyland was such a popular honeymoon destination. Suppose there's no reason why not. It's pretty heckin' cool. But I'd never considered the two in tandem, I guess. Oh, life potion, yes! Do I get more if I stab you? Am I using the right sword? I am not. We're doing so much more damage. And, yeah. Certainly might be a better recommendation than America right now. Because, I am the kind of cishet white guy that the current American administration should, in theory, love. But, I would sure shit think twice about going. Yeah, Disneyland Paris on Christmas days. Fucking inspired choice, frankly. Again, something I would never have considered as a possibility. And here you come with that brilliant idea. Look out there to explore actual Paris if you want to stay in one of the Disney hotels in the park campus. Go full board for meals so you can book restaurants in advance. Your formatting didn't take. I'm not sure you have much choice when it comes to formatting the Discord massage. Oh yeah, one of you fuckers. I was so sure a ghost was gonna come up behind me. But no. It just stayed entirely in place, blocking projectiles while waiting for calling. Which I'm sure was a job in the Middle Ages. Ah, yes, you were putting in brackets. I always go with 1, 2, 3 instead of A, B, C because it turns out B right bracket is smiley. In a lot of these things. It's like, not what I'm going for. I'm trying to list. Let me list. Okay, yeah, this is far more doable. Fuck. Can I not hit them when they're in the air? I felt like it. Yeah, I can. What the fuck was going on before? I can, of course. Simply ignore them. But Jesus Christ, if they don't have some kind of jump range on them. Just gonna catch up on chat. Oh, I can beat those. Damn. Yeah, that was just apparently impossible with smaller swords. Or less powerful swords. I don't know about their size. Yep. Ow. No, headbutting the thing is not an option. Not a good one, anyway. Not a viable battle tactic. I'm trying to think. Maybe Scott will remember better than me because he is older, but also just has a better memory than me in general. Like roughly what year we would have got this? Because I assume not on release day. Fuck. Forgot about the ninjas that were directly at head height. Oh, thank Christ I have life potions, because I'm not getting through this bit without them, frankly. The blocks of death, which apparently I don't know how to heights either. I'm just embarrassing myself. A mere green ninja. Interesting. Yeah, backed into a corner. Nothing you can do. Oh, they just immediately go with the shuriken. Jeez, one of those, is it? Oh, didn't mean to fire a second one. Shuriken did not do much. Sorry, the tornado did not do much damage. Just got to point that one out. Again, my lesson of not headbutting the enemies remains unlearned. So I'll be using a life potion the fucking minute I get in here. Unless... Full heal and a life potion. Fucking perfect. No notes. Too strong to be denied, it would seem. Exactly. Okay. Scotland gets suddenly swarmed with twisters. I'll regret those words. But it's fucking windy enough as it is, okay? Okay, what's the tactic here again? Get hit constantly. Yeah, that seems to be the option that I'm going with. Well, get over here. Pretty sure I only need to hit you once, so... Okay, maybe twice. Coins? Okay, there's the bags of money. I was about to say, I was getting fucking shafted on the reward there. No, now I'm getting shafted on the reward. Now I'm a Hawkman. Unfortunately, Hawkmen do far less damage, but on the other hand... Whee! What we got here? Apart from, you know, like 1,000 gold. Which is certainly not nothing. It says plus 63 defense. Is that plus compared to what I have? But I believe there's a certain property of that I would like to have. It's also fucking windy here. Oh, unfair. Anyway, we have a lot of fun as Hawkmen. For things just like these. Oh, actually, I do want the key. Because there is summit we can do now as the Hawked Man. And go back to the scene of the crime. What I am going to do though is get back into do massive fucking damage for him. So how does it look? Oh yeah, it was broken up in the original graphics as well. And a little remix of the music, which is a bit more jazzy. Which is an old favorite of Japanese games developers, I find. You got a game soundtrack? Doesn't really matter on genre or anything. There's some fucking jazz in it. No benefit to that whatsoever. I just decided, fuck that orb in particular. and go back to the Bastard Dragon room. I mean, they're all Bastard Dragons, but you get what I mean. The Bastard Dragon of this particular sphere. So I thought I heard a redeem go off. No. Oh, it's these fuckers. And their unique sound effects. Of course, in the original sound did not have this variant. It was just the same music. Phenomenon is the regular Icky Twister, a rare dance move only seen when sufficiently sauced. You are not fucking kidding. I am not a dancer. Hold on, which one of the... Ah, Legendary Sword. So, Lineman 245. I'm gonna guess the Legendary Sword does more damage for other species. Yes, Maramus Ability is specifically for linemen, whereas Pocket Man feels the benefit more. Actually, I think this is less, maybe less jazz, but well, this initial bit is more brass band than jazz, but it does get jazzy. Is this place still collapsing, or is it settled in a bit? It seems to have settled in a bit. Did I one-shot it because I hit it in mid-air? Is that what happened? What did I just pick up? But I only have one more legendary piece to pick up. It's just going to be lying on some Mook's body as well. Same Mook took, a whole 3 swings of the sword to defeat. Ow. And I did sacrifice a life potion for it, as it turns out. Get back here. Yep. So just to double check. There it is. Some fool lost this one in the labyrinth. Unfortunately, way out of my price range. So I'm not getting that set bonus. You would have to get me apocalyptically drunk, I fear, to be busting out dance moves. It's not a thing I'm comfortable with. Oh yeah, I just remembered about that. Oh. Now I can access you. I get hurt. But yeah, you have to be very careful, otherwise Hawk will take damage in water. Yeah, I'm still up. Hello, Gobble. Welcome in. With a tiny bit of luck, I might be about to finish this game. Well, one last gauntlet and at least one more boss fight to go. But, bear in mind, game came out in 1989 and all. Which one of you is it? Well, I could just stab Ois. And I may have to, otherwise... The alternative being that I buy my own key, which, impossible. Couldn't possibly. Back. Back. I don't just have a key lying around, do I? No, I need to go back to the shop.
Soup's on.
How are you all doing? I'm doing good, thank you. Playing a lovely game for my childhood. I've been doing good recently, other than that. have fun with check stream name, the Dragon Strap. I'm not seeing what the problem is. Like, I got all the letters from the game's name. I put them in the right order. What's the problem? No problem. Okay, good. Worried for a second. And if I'm being honest, I copied that from the website URL. So I just assumed that was correct. Okay. No, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, nope, wrong one. There it is. Far from it to for you to deny a man a pegging. And I don't know if Wonder Boy enjoys the pegging. He might. Nobody thought to ask him. Just like, no, legendary warrior, go do all this, heroic shit. What if the man wanted a peg, What's in here? A very particular clientele here. They all die and come back. Oh, good. Glad you're the only human person that I've encountered in the entire game. Love that. Love that for me. Delightful. Yeah, you can't deny someone a pegging drink, right? It's not allowed. Insensitive at best. Ooh. I forgot you rise a little bit if you turn whilst flying. Yield. Now, normally I would go in there to transform, but I don't need to. Apparently I'm going to fucking do it anyway because I forget what buttons do. Silly room. I can do that on my own. Yes, I'm mouse. Can also be lizard with a little curly up tail. I can be mouse. Not much room for ducking there. I can be squid. I can be big lionman. I can be majestic hawk. They are all cute. They're great. Oh, shit, you're leaving its droppings all over the fuck. So it gets arrowed. Then I get my arrow back, which is convenient. I think that's coincidence more than anything, but ow! There's time for that. Oh yeah, I was meant to be mouse at this point, wasn't I? This is sort of technically a cheat I'm using. Or more of an Easter egg left in by the developers. How the fuck am I meant to hit this thing? Nyeh, 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 nyeh. No, that's not able to do it that way. He panicked for a second because I suddenly wasn't able to switch forms.
Soup's on.
Yeah. Nope. Okay, so this is going to be some tricky jumping. I've got to jump onto this bit at the right time to deflect that fire blast, then back up a little bit enough that I can make it over onto the next platform, again avoiding the fire blast from the next one.
Soup's on.
And if I jump just a little too far, that one at the top's going to get me. Or I could do this. I like the idea of that enemy coming along and just being like, tiny little mouse, I will get them. Oh, big hawk, fuck. Oh, you're in agile? We'll have to discuss Crib when you get back. Oh, actually, that's something I didn't realize at first as well. The hawk walking animation. Whee! Hop, 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 hop. Ah, fuck, they're onto me. Ow, fuck. Oh, that's fucked my rhythm, hasn't it? There we go. Cost far too much health, but I got there. Okay, so this is another tricky one where I'm going to have to time my jumps exactly. No, I don't. What was that noise? Oh, hating this. Hating that sound effect. I've not heard this underwater. Illegal. I'm still using... No, I'm using the Tasmania, so... Let's go with the turbo damage one. Oh, fuck. Now they're aiming at my heads again. My heads? I only have one. Well, technically I have several animal heads in reserve. There we go. That's more like it. And again, forget that they aim at the head. Only cans? Oh, God. I don't know if they'll be allowed to do Twitch ads. Bit spicy for their tastes, I would assume. What's odd is the ghosts don't actually seem to be attacking. They're just getting in the way. Making it harder to deal with the samurai bastards. And yes, this is where I would have to switch to lion form. This is meant to be a gauntlet where, you know, you use all your forms and all your skills to get through a certain area. Unless you have the Tasmanian sword and you use the shortcut and you just do that. You know what? I can stay mouse for a second. And this is where they finally cottoned on. For Queen and Country. Okay, this one could be difficult. Just, it feels ominous. And it was no less ominous in the original, as you can see. Okay, now they're actually going to shoot at me. Rude. I will not be deterred. I have 2 life potions. Not a fucking bit of common sense. I don't know what the accent's doing, but we're all going to have to deal with it. Just really don't have a defense against...
This is the one thing we didn't
attack.
want to happen.
The shuriken goes for my head. Goes above my shield. Now I can do. And frankly, I'm surprised I'm still alive after all that. And really, I should have changed to Hawkman, but I got stubborn. Fall before... Yes. This is actually the same layout as a bunch of the rooms we were already in. Oh, yes, please. 3 of those, thank you very much. To the point. Or I can just mouse it again. Ah, yeah, just... the usual. I will not be deterred. I have 2 life potions and not a lot of sense. Thank you so much for the quote. And look at that. Quote 420. And on that note, quote 369. It's like, I used to smoke, so logically I should get some heroin. I believe that one was Silent Hill 2, but further context eludes me. Damn it. Fuck me, you're hitting hard. Either that or I just take extra damage. Oh, I'm not using the right sword for Hawkman at all. No, no. Oh, god damn it. Fuck. Okay, 2 life potions it is. like I said, not a lot of sense. And I once again forgot that if you change direction while flying, you will hover in the air for a bit, which could delay you getting back down onto your feet and getting your shield down. Okay. I want to be in this form because I can do the most damage. 2 life potions, 2 of the legendary items. Shall we see if I can do it? I'll just notice the bird hops with both feet forward when it runs. Yes, I think I was trying to say that earlier and got distracted. Also like the lion dragging the sword because, you know, it looks all majestic with sword up just like that. Also, I wonder if that's a change from the original where they actually don't just flip the sprite like they do that. Good luck, have fun. Okay. I can do this. I'm a strong, confident woman who does not need to smoke. Oh yeah, I forgot there was a random element to this. I've nearly killed it already. I was not expecting that. Nope, nope, got the height there. Yeah, I just beat the fucking game. Again, the original came out in 1989. That's the Salamander Cross. I don't know if it was ever named as such in the game, from what we saw. There we go. Shed our forms. Technically, I'm meant to be Hawkman at this point, so I should have shed my Hawk form already. Oh, GG. Yeah, stomach face is a hell of a choice. Okay, it doesn't shed Hawk if you're not Hawk to begin with. Do I have control here? No, I don't. Originally, this form was named Hugh Dashman because all the other ones were Lizard Man, Mouse Man, etc. And this one ended up being Hugh Girl. It went remarkably well. Yeah, I learned recently that Lion Man is the big damage outputter. The long battlefield journey has finally ended. The tales of your gallant and heroic actions will be passed down from one generation to another through all eternity. Good night, brave warrior. Good night, Monsterland. You know, we named it Monsterland. And it's still called Monsterland. Maybe we should have solved this problem long before now. That's it. Again, game from 1989.
Soup's on.
There's so much they can fit on a little Master System cartridge.
Soup's on.
But yeah, I think boss battles are where this game falls down a little bit, in fairness. Or in opposite of fairness, because I'm being critical of the game. But as I like to think, very good. And I've never been sure if that's Weststone or West One. Those would be the original film. Original 1989 typos included. I get that you're putting that in to cover yourself, but it does feel a little bit, you know, pointing out something that's a bit mean. Vampire Dragon. Oh yeah, I forgot that they did pictures of the devs in 1989. Copyright strike. I don't know if they would. Joe Wally claim is a boss. I don't know if that is probably what they were like in 1989, but you know, there was no way these were on the cartridge, so I feel like they had to reach out to the original team for this, which again, lovely touch. And including the full ass credits of the original. also fantastic. And again, they've looked at the soundtrack and gone, put some fucking jazz in it. Oh, the height on that hair, that's impressive. Well done, Stefan. Look at the backwards cap. Incredible touch, right? It's as pointed out by Kappa, who came in late and didn't see me ranting about, well, raving about this, in fairness. Yeah, it is clear as day how much love went into this. I mean, the thing I really worried about when the remake came out is like, is this going to go out to a brand new audience who are like, God, is that it? God, they got fuck all back then. And it's like, technical limitations were a thing, you know? So whether it would satisfy the modern consumer, I had no idea. Like, I was going to buy it. I was going to enjoy it more than likely. And turns out, holy shit, I did. Even if this length also does leave me in the position of, what the fuck do I play next week? Reach the right people, and that is lovely. That is part of it. It's like, it kind of feels like a game that was made for me. This is a game I remember as a kid, and it was one of those ones where I felt like one that only I remembered, and it felt more special in that regard. Then again, Martian Gothic Unification is in that list as well, so, and some of them are obscure because time moves on, some of them are obscure because nobody cared at the time and there were reasons for that. I am oddly fond of Martian Gothic, but it's not a great game. Portable ZM. Also, I like the explicit pointing out open source projects used. Granted, some of them probably have licenses demanding exactly that thing. But yeah, 2017 was a nice little year for that. Only I could remember where the legendary armor actually is. Sometimes you remember a game and wonder if you made it up entirely because no one else recalls it. Well, that is what subreddits like tip of my joystick are for. How did I spend 7... Oh, I know how I spent 7 hours on this. I got all the charm stones from beating the fucking challenge rooms. That's what happened. But yeah, I believe if you bring that back, you then get the Who Girl form, which you will immediately discard because you'll want the utility of one of the other forms. But you know, the flying form is especially fun because it adds vastly different dimensions to previous areas. So, oh no, tough platforming, all these enemies. How will I ever deal with... Oh yeah, the beach was like the first place we went to. Yeah, you wish to go there. There's so many crib. Okay, one or two things can get me from up here. I wonder if I can time this just right. Nope, not a fucking bit. Need to go on tip of your joystick for a game or two. Okay, this is where we get the legendary shield, I think. This was items. This was Rune of Return. If we've got any Castle of the Winds players in the audience. Or whatever Castle of the Winds nicked that from. That is also a possibility. Might as well collect those just while I'm here. And there was one more shop. I don't think it had any legendary stuff. Can I go in here now? Ah, this is where one of the challenge rooms is. And yes, it specifically turns you into the form you need to be for a particular challenge room. Damn it. Ow. Damn it. I feel like I can make that jump. I'm near fucking dead already, so... The rest of the challenge room would just go swimmingly, obviously. Back. Oh yeah, life potions. Fuck me, you tanky fucking bastards. At least you don't throw rocks, that's the blessing. Ow. Okay, yeah, I can throw myself face first into the murder clouds. Exactly what I was after. There we go. And yeah, it turns out I did in fact have to murderize them. So, right on the edge. No, need to jump onto it. Back. You've finally released all plants from plant jail after quarantining everyone to deal with fungus gnat problem. Oh, sounds heckin' harsh. Is that a complete or no, of course it's not. Why would it? Fine. Boings or Stabbingtons. Why am I coming back down there? That's not where I exited. On the other side here, maybe. It's a bloody maze on top of everything. Fuck. Okay, it doesn't insta-kill me. That's a nice bonus. Okay. That's clearly not the way out. It's a loopy maze type of thing. Could have used that. Fucking... I mean, this is just like post-game content because I've already beaten the game and I don't know how to handle the last half hour of the stream, but it would be cool if I, did it and got that charm stone. This seemed like the way to go because it didn't punt me into the place I came in. Okay, this is different. This isn't. Fuck. God, I didn't realize it would reset me this far. Any checkpoints? God damn it. Ow. This. Even further. Bitey babies. Oh. Okay, they're cute, but they're also fucking annoying, okay? They at least don't have upsetting noises like some of the creatures here do. Ah! Momentum. My one weakness. Doing the correct thing. Also my one weakness. There we go. Fuck. Yep. There goes the other life potion. Ah! Now, these challenge rooms are deliberately difficult. And the accepted tactic is not just tank the fucking damage and go on. No, utterly lost concentration there and didn't think, oh hey, I actually need to be going in a certain direction when I get on this. Exhibit B. Again, they're difficult on purpose. According to Little Shop of Horrors, you just need to feed the plants a little drop of blood, and then a dentist. You have to do dentist blood to begin with, or can it just be any old blood? Alright, no, I've had it with you fuckers. Get out of here. Oh, what? You can't come back up from that. Illegal. Ow. Dead. DED dead. That's red lady you bought them from and asked what made them happy. That is the difficulty of plants. And I am not great at it. Okay. Nearly on 3 hours. That's good enough. If you like what you see here, the game is probably going to be pretty cheap these days, and you can get through it in a couple of hours if you're skilled, know what you're doing, or you're just lucky. And look how cute it is. You too can have your own little taste of gaming in 1989. But on that note, I will myself say goodbye to Monsterland. Bro, what the fuck are you doing today? Then again, I was very chatty through that, I feel. So, perhaps it's to be expected. Puppy for cat bat, you are completely right. Thank you for reminding me. You don't need to make the pleading face. The puppy will come. It does work on the stream, right? There we are. Slightly odd format, but it is puppy. Invocable puppy. I think we've all earned it. If you can't get a puppy for completing the game, when can you? Best PR. Also, I now have the bonus of just, one stream VOD called The Dragon Strap with no context. Well, no, when it goes on YouTube, it'll have the game name in there as well. Or do I just upload it with the... No, I'm not going to just upload it with The Dragon Strap as the title. That would be mean. It would be not the thing to do. Okay. This will be a kind of a raid and run situation because I've got a task I would like to do before bed, and my voice is running out as well, so I need to take care of that. But we are gonna raid Iris, who is playing Deltarune, and also raising money to stockpile hormones. And if there's nothing else you can do in Pride Month, it's that. You should do that. Anyway, so we'll head over there. Thank you again, 10 Elements, Ellie, for the raid. Technically before I started, but that's because I was late starting. So fair play. Actually, I should probably have checked if ours is going to end soon, because that's not something you want to do. Hour and a half, that'll be fine. I'll be fine. Have a good gym, Catbat. Thank you all for being here. Very glad I got to share one of the old childhood games. Always fun to just rave about something. And thank you, Catbat, for the resub. Stockpiling on account of the circumstances. So yeah, very good cause. But ours is great. Great in TTRPGs, I'll have you know, if you get the chance to see Iris playing one of those. He's a thing you should do. It's good time. But until next time, and until I actually decide what the fuck I'm going to play, well, thank you for the sub, El Pinata. That didn't notify me at any point. Yay. So, yeah. Usual things, Jill on Saturday morning, our time. Just I'll go Saturday night, our time. And then the week loops round. And Nick probably does something as well. He's good people as well. Anyway, Harvest time, time to raid. Until I next see you, be kind, be well, be good. Bye.